All right, for our maybe our last sketchy physics assignment, we're gonna make a piston that moves. So this video is gonna show you the parts that you need, but I'm gonna show you kind of how it works beforehand. So you have a flywheel that goes around, you have an arc that attached, you have a piston that moves in and out, and you have a housing for it. So those are the different parts. That's kind of how it looks when it's done. Those are the different parts we're gonna need. So let me show you the parts we're going to need. So the first thing we need is some kind of backing that the wheel is going to live on. So some kind of rectangle with a rounded top, and then you have a kind of a knob that the wheel is going to sit on. And this is going to be a group. So you can see this is all one group. Bam. So that's the first thing that you make. Second thing that you make, let me move it in. Bam, 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 bam. So the second thing is a wheel itself. So the wheel is going to be centered right here on this guy, and it is just a kind of a disc, and it's separated into four different. I just have a line going through the middle, horizontally and vertically, so we can see it spin. And you want to color that. And then I also put a line right here at the top and the side so we can see it spin. And this guy must have your name on it. Like any other thing you made here, this is a group. So we have separate group, separate group. Bam. So that's the second thing we're going to need. Third thing you're going to need is the arm itself. Let me move it in. I can move it. We have issues here. Hold on. Bam. Bam. Houston, what's happening? I'll move it up a little bit. I'll move it up 2 feet. Then I'll move it over 10 feet. And then I'll move it down 2 feet. Bam. So here we go. So this is just an arm that's going to connect the wheel group, the flywheel, to the piston. And the important thing about the arm is that it must be longer than the diameter of your wheel, because it's going to be going around all the way. So make it about twice as long as the diameter of the wheel. Bam. So that's going to be the arm. Move it back and feet. Bam. And you can see, and it's its own group, right? So I have background group, this group, this group. And you can see that it fits right here on it. Bam. Next thing we have is the piston itself. Bam. We move it out. Bam. So the piston itself is just a cylinder. So I just made a circle and brought it out in a cylinder shape. And then the important thing is I made a line on it, kind of in the middle, where the arm is going to fit. And again, this is a group. So it's just a circle that I extended out to a cylinder. I made a line on it and pushed that part in. And the line is going to match up with this guy right here. So that's the third group that we have. Let me move that back in. And you can see it's going to fit right here on it. So if I look down, when they fit together, so I have my backing. The backing fits against the wheel group. I have the arm fits against the wheel group and fits against the piston, and then I have the piston. Bam. And then the final thing I'm going to need is my housing. And the housing is just basically a cylinder that has a hole the same, a little bit bigger than the piston itself. So the piston will fit in it, and then it just sits on some kind of block that you can have. And again, this guy is just this guy is a group. So I have 4 different groups. Move this guy in 20 feet. Bam. So I have my backing is a group, and it has a knob where the wheel group sits on it. Then my wheel is a group. The wheel must have your name on it. The arm is a group. The piston is a group. And kind of the piston sleeve is a group. So those are the parts that you are going to need. So let me see if I can, yeah. So that's it.